What's up, everybody? I am setting everything up really quick, so bear with me for a second while I get everything connected where I want it to be, because as you guys know, I like to share my lives on multiple pages, so let me get that done really quickly. And if you're tuning in, go ahead and say hi and then tell me where you're tuning in from also. And I'll be ready in just a second. Almost done. Hi, New Zealand. Hey, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Give me about 2 seconds and I will be done. All right, cool. I am ready to go. Cool. Hi, Leslie. Canada coming at you. Oh my gosh, cool. I love having everyone tune in from so many different places. So, welcome everybody. Llama Gang, Empowered Babes, Baby Llamas, and all others that are in attendance today. You will see me looking back and forth because I'm recording on both Facebook and Instagram right now. It is your favorite Mama Llama, Chanelle Janae. If you guys do not know me already, I am a mindset coach. I focus on women's empowerment, and basically what I like to do is I like to help women break up with their past and just have a happy, healthy, long-term relationship with self-worth, making their goals a reality, confidence, and just true alignment, living their life in true alignment, because that is something that not a lot of us spend our time doing, but I want to make sure that it's a reality for so many more people. So I have created an amazing community of women where they can kind of find all of my resources, a bunch of support, and connect with women from all over the world that are going through a similar journey. So if you have not been in this group or you want access to it, the link is actually below to join the group. If you are watching on Instagram, then feel free to DM me. I will send you the link. I love having people join this community. Llama Gang. Yeah, Llama Gang all day. Like it's seriously an awesome place for women to connect. Like there's so many people from all over the world, as you can see just in the comments so far. So it's an amazing place to be. So if you're tuning in now, some of you guys have already started doing it, but go ahead and comment where you're tuning in from, because I love seeing all the different places that people are tuning in from. If you're watching the replay on Instagram or Facebook, just comment replay. And if you're watching this on my blog or my YouTube or wherever else I decide to post this after, then what's up? So I have my tribe on Facebook, like I said before, which is the Empowered Babes group, and they are actually the ones who get to decide what the topics are for these lives. So again, if you want access to this group, go ahead and DM me or look at the link in below the video. But this week, what we're talking about is how to say no and have healthy boundaries and not feel bad for it, okay? Because let's be real, the only reason we say yes to things that we really don't want to is so that we can please people and we don't want anyone mad at us, right? That's usually the reason why we're always saying yes, 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 when we really want to be like, hell nah. So I really want to talk about that, because I used to be the same exact way. Like I said yes to so many things that I didn't want to do. And I've also caught myself doing it again lately, like in recent times when I thought it was something that I kind of got rid of, but I guess it's not. But for those of you who don't know yet, like this is only for people who've been rocking with me for like a really long time, is I also DJ, and I loved it. Like I loved going to raves. I loved controlling a crowd. I loved controlling the energy in a room. Like EDC was like the goal for me. That's exactly what I wanted to do with my life like a couple years back. But really, really early in my DJ career, I got discovered by a promoter, and he actually got me into DJing at clubs in San Francisco, like really early in on my career. And it was actually like really unbelievable. I was kind of shocked that at like so early on, I was able to DJ in San Francisco in like big clubs. So my life was like this total movie, right? Like I was DJing at big clubs in the city, like every other weekend. All my friends were coming with me. Like we always had a booth, a table. There's like hot girls with me in the DJ booth all the time. Like it was super cool. But it was super lit, but I got really tired of it really quickly. So it started feeling like a chore. Like, I don't know how many of you know the DJ process, but like I always had to download music. I had to make sure my software was up to date. I had to make sure my software was compatible with the club's hardware. Like, it just honestly started turning into a chore, but I kept saying yes. I kept saying yes when I wanted to say no, because people would always like be like, I want you there. I want you to be a DJ. Like, I want you to be the person to do it. Like, I felt like I owed it to them because that's what they were looking for and that's what they wanted. So I kept saying yes. Every person asked me, yes, 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 yes. But in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I really don't want to do this. Like, it was like the last thing that I wanted to do. I was totally like, in my head, like, dude, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But I just kept saying yes. But eventually I hated DJing. Like, I didn't want to see or touch a set of turntables. I even turned my DJ Instagram page into a personal page. I totally removed the fact that I DJ from my bio. I will never say yes to another DJ gig again. Like, this week I actually did say yes to a friend because they really needed me there. Someone backed out on them last minute. And I was just like, you know what, let me just do this for her real quick. You feel me? Like, it won't be that big of a deal. It won't be that long. But I noticed when I was there, the quality of my DJ set was just horrible. Like, it was not what it usually is. And it made me realize, like, it's not even worth it because I can't produce that quality. Like, it's not even a favor anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I want to talk about today. It's so, so, so important to create clear boundaries in your life that feel good to you. Because a lot of the time we're making boundaries that feel good to other people. So this is kind of where intuition or your gut comes into play. Like, our body is constantly guiding us and we can always feel it in our stomach. And if you're being called to create boundaries in your life, like, it's probably time that you really listen to that. Like, if you're feeling overexerted, if you're feeling tired, if you feel like you're always doing something for someone else, like, it's time for you to really tune into that feeling and start creating these boundaries. So this could be friends, it could be family, it could be work. Saying yes when you really mean no just leads to resentment, which is like the biggest energy drain ever. It lowers the shit out of your frequency, and then that in turn just attracts more things to match that frequency. And we don't have time for that. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. We don't want to attract more negative things into our life because we're simply trying to like do a favor or please everyone or make everyone happy, right? So like, at first it might seem like just a little bit of resentment, and it might not seem like it's that big of a deal that like you're overexerting yourself or you're saying yes to something that you don't want to. It might just seem, like I said, something little, but before you know it, like, you're drained as hell, like you're feeling depleted, you're feeling resentful, and then you feel like taken advantage of. How many of you have felt that way? Like, how many of you felt that you're just being taken advantage because you're always saying yes to people all the time, or you're always doing something for someone else, or you're overexerting yourself, or you're always giving, and people are starting to take advantage of that? Because I know that I felt that way before. I know I felt that way many, many times in my past. And I actually know that most of you guys feel that way, because, to be real, in my Facebook group, when you join my Facebook group, I ask you, like, what is something that you're struggling with when it comes to self-confidence, self-worth, like, and a couple other things. And like 80% of you guys that join my Facebook group answer that question and say that you feel like you're treated unfairly or you're taken advantage of. So I know you guys are feeling me on this. Like, a lot of you are saying like, yes, this is my life. So like, I know that you too feel taken advantage sometimes. So saying no and having clear boundaries with people is actually, believe it or not, a spiritual act. Like, the most loving, giving, compassionate people are those who have clear boundaries. Like, This actually might sound familiar to a lot of you guys because last week I did a lot of readings, a lot of oracle readings, and like it's been a really transitional time, like between the new moon in Scorpio and the 11-11-11. Like it was a big time of transition. It was a big time of like out with the old, in with the new. So it was a common theme of pretty much every single one of my readings was boundaries. So the reason that people with clear boundaries can give the most and are the most loving and giving and compassionate is because when they say yes, they're able to give unconditionally. Like they're not drained. They're not like, oh my God, again, like someone's asking me for something again. Like they're not dreading it. Like it's actually coming from a heart space because they have these boundaries set. When your boundaries are clear and other people know where you stand, like you're able to just give way more freely. But if you're not clear with your boundaries and like it just causes this confusion, it causes tension, it causes that resentment. Like it's just these energetic cords are starting to get planted. So if you're saying yes when you really need me no, like more so often, like more than likely it's because you need something from them. And in my time, like, I want you to really ask yourself, like, okay, what part of me needs something from them? Like, it could be approval. It could be a fear of being seen a certain way. It could be a fear of loss. And for me, that's a lot of what it was. Like, I was a people pleaser and I wanted to make everyone else happy. Like, I didn't want people to be mad at me. Like, that was a big thing that I did too, is a lot of my friends, they can last longer than I can going out and partying. Like, honestly, I'm a freaking grandma now. Like, I cannot last that long. Like, I do most of the time I'm like, you know what? I would rather just stay inside. I'm just stay inside. But I kept saying yes, 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 going out all the time because I didn't want my friends to be mad at me. I didn't want them to think that I was lame or whatever. So like, it was something in me of why I kept saying yes and overexerting myself. So this is where intuition and that gut starts to come in. Like really feel into your belly and tune in, like when you're deciding what's okay for you. So like I said, I used to be a yes man or a yes woman. So I was tired. Like I was so freaking tired. I was fed up. I felt like a doormat and like I wasn't genuinely giving to people. Like it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't coming from a heart space. It wasn't genuine. Like it was just to please other people. Like I said so many times, like at that time I needed validation. Like I needed everyone to love me. Like I didn't want anyone to be mad at me. It was just something that was really like weird for me. Like I needed that validation from other people. So as time has gone on, I found love within myself for myself. And that has been the super big game changer. Like I didn't need to please everybody and I just stopped trying to do it. So I only said yes to things that were in alignment with me. And then it came from a heart space. And then what I gave was quality. And like, it's true what they say, quality over quantity. Like you want to be able to give to people with a lot more quality than being able to give to everybody, if that makes sense. Like for example, I'm a coach, you know, like it's more important for me to have one client that I could give quality to than trying to spread myself thin across like hundreds of clients and being tired and like barely being able to give them anything. Like there's no point in that. So once I set those boundaries, those who truly did love me, they just fell into line and like they were okay and understanding of my boundaries and they saw where it was coming from. And then those who weren't just fell off, which is a blessing in itself. Elevation requires elimination. And those of you who know me or follow me, like you will hear me say that 25 million, billion, trillion times. Like I always say that elevation requires elimination. So those who were around for the wrong reasons, they just went ghost. Like if I wasn't doing everything for them when they needed at their command or whatever, like they just kind of disappeared from my life. And that was a godsend. Like, don't be afraid to say no to people in fear of losing people. Like, you're going to say yes to everyone. And then, like I said, it's going to just be shitty quality. And you have to, like, you really have to like hold yourself together and like pride yourself in your work. Like if anyone knows me, I will go MIA like if I need to before being consistent. Like in being a coach and like having a business, like the hugest thing on social media is being consistent, or like making sure you show up every day. And that's the thing, is I show up, but I will choose to be MIA for a day or two and not post anything, because I want to show up to you fully. I would rather not post for a day or two and have you guys waiting for a post or something to just give you guys quality. I'm not going to post something just for the sake of posting it or having it out there. Like if I can't produce something that has meaning to you, and if I don't have like the energy in myself to be able to put that out there, like I'm going to rest myself and get my mindset right and get my body right so that I can be of service to you guys. And that's where it comes from. Exactly. You won't lose the people that truly care about you. Exactly. So that's the thing, like, about exactly losing people. There is no worse person to lose than yourself. So while you're fighting for every single other person out there, or you're trying to make sure you maintain these relationships with other people, you lose yourself. And that is the worst person that you can lose. I promise you, and I guarantee that. So start saying no and creating those boundaries, and then you'll start to see your soul family building. Like all the people who are meant to be in your life will come to you. When you're in alignment with things that are good for you and staying away from all the things that aren't serving you, that's what being in alignment is. Doing the things that feel good and staying away from things that don't. And when you're in that alignment, the right people start coming to you. That's your soul family. That is your soul tribe. So start building. When you do this, you start repelling all of the wrong, and then you start attracting all of the right. So that is the beauty in just loving you and aligning with you and doing the things for you. When you put yourself first, you're able to build that energy. You're able to build like that patience, that consistency, like everything. It just starts building up in you, and it reflects out on how you treat other people and what you can actually bring and give to other people. So filling your cup first is so much more important. So I want you guys to remember that when you're saying yes to things that you really want to say no to. So you can do it. Like, it's just about deciding. Like, once you do that, God, the universe, creator, whatever you look to, like, things will start aligning and will start working for you. There's just so much power in that decision. Like, everything just starts to work in your favor. So that negative self-talk that you have, that like you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or you can't have something, it's honestly just all bullshit. Like, think back to why you feel that way, or who made you feel that way. Because the majority of the time, it's not even our own thoughts about ourselves. It's not our own feelings about ourselves. It streams from something that someone else said to us, some way that someone else treated us, and that's what's reflective of what we believe in ourselves now. It's not our true belief about ourselves. It's someone else's thought or behaviors that attached onto us and we took personally. And I talk about this a lot in my 3-part course about healing from the past. Like, I'm sure I have some graduates of my course that are listening in right now, but if you haven't, I highly suggest it. Like, it's super value packed. It's super life changing. And when you use the resources that are available to you, you commit, you implement, and you just continue taking actions, then results are like, they're inevitable. They're gonna come, you know? It's all about deciding and then taking action. And I always talk about that all the time. So it's about taking that first step, deciding. So decide to hop on that course. Like, if you have not already, if you're watching this on Instagram, the link is in my bio. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, it is dropped below in the description. So I don't ever want you guys to like sleep on yourself. Like, I want you to be like really, really aware. So think about it. I want you to reflect, like, why do you say yes? Like, why do you say yes to these people when you really want to say no? Like, what do you need from other people? And what can you do to find that within yourself? And I'll tell you, like, validation is something you can find in yourself. Approval, that's something that you can find in yourself. Love, tribe, all of that you can find in yourself. Tribe can only be found when you're actually in alignment with the true you. And I want you guys to just really dig and be honest with yourself. Like, be kind. be gentle, be forgiving, set your boundaries, and know that it's for the highest good of all. And so it is. So for you to give fully and from your heart, you must respect your boundaries. You cannot pour from a glass that's empty. Like, I thrive off of serving you guys. Like, I thrive off of serving all of you. Like, that is my why. That is my purpose and why I do the work that I do. It's my reason for waking up every day. Like, my why is you guys. Like, I thrive off of that, like I said. But I also pride myself in the quality of work that I provide. So I will always hold my boundaries before, like I said, before I put out content, just to put out something. Because how am I really serving you if I'm forcing myself to put something else? Or if I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I serve you guys in a higher way? I must serve myself in order to serve you. So I'm okay with that. Like, you know, like, I'm okay if it seems like I didn't show up for a day or anything like that, because I know that I'm taking that time to serve you guys in a bigger way. So for others to respect your boundaries, you have to first respect them yourself. So do some journaling after this. I want you guys to figure out what it is that you need from others in lieu of your lack of boundaries. And I want you to figure out if you could find those things within yourself and brainstorm on the new boundaries that you want to create and that you think would benefit you in your life and your relationships with other people and how you feel every day, your energy, your mindset. All of that is coming from what you choose to do every day and how you choose to show up for yourself and show up for others. So I love you guys so much. Like, please share this training if you're feeling what I'm throwing down. Like, feel free to share it on your timeline or tag some friends. But if you want to be able to submit topics and questions also, then I want you to join the Facebook group. The link is below. Like I said, if you're on IG, DM me. But I love bringing you guys the value that you want and need. So please join the Facebook group and the family. The Empowered Babes group is literally so awesome. So I also said that I had a huge announcement today. I'm actually going to read through some of these comments really quick that are on Instagram, because I haven't been reading them and I've been kind of disregarding. I have felt that way so many times. It's absolutely cool to be selfish. Can't pour from an empty cup. Put you first. Exactly. I have the tendency to do for others to take myself and my needs out of the equation. Clear intentions. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are so right. I'm really glad that you guys are feeling what I'm saying. Let's see. Okay, this one. I found when you're doing good, people's jealousy will make them act negative towards you, like opposites attract, or where the darkness is filled with those around you. Yeah, jealousy is feeling way down, not willing to get up, so they don't bring me. But yeah, exactly. Jealousy it's very common. Like, and the thing with jealousy is not taking it personal, or like people throwing you shade or throwing you hate, or like jealousy, any emotions like that is. Do not take it personal, because it's something that they're dealing with and battling within themselves. What people choose to see in you, what they love or what they don't like, is a reflection of something they do or do not have in themselves, and something that they may or may not be struggling with. So that's when it comes to jealousy or hate or anything like that. That's how I always choose to look at it, is just not take it personal. But what I really wanted to announce today, the huge announcement that I have, it's only one. So I have been probing my tribe about this for a while, and the vote was extremely unanimous. You guys wanted it, so I'm making it happen. Enrollment for the Empowered Babe group coaching program is now officially open. So I will be posting the link below after the live so you can sign up. If you're on Instagram, then DM me and I will send you the information. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be below. But once you sign up, there's an assessment so I can create the groups based off of availability. So what the group coaching program is, what is included in it. So once you sign up and you enroll, like I said, you fill out your availability. And once I see your availability, I'm going to put the groups like that accordingly. So once we get started and I send you that information of when we actually are getting started, when your group starts, what your weekly days or what your weekly Zoom days or meeting days, this is what you get. So there's going to be a 30-minute group welcome call, and then there's going to be 8 weekly 90-minute group calls. And it's all about like family vibes, intensive support. We're going to do hot seat coaching. All of your questions will be answered. Everyone gets a chance to speak. You get to learn from listening to what any other person says, the questions that they ask, the coaching advice that they get, and you get to learn from them. And then you get a private Facebook group for members of your group only. And then you get direct access to me in a group thread 24/7. So this is an opportunity to journey with like-minded women and grow through this together. And I'm just here to basically support you guys and just support you fully, answer all your questions, and just drop gems and give you guys advice on things that you're going through. So when I was going through my waves and kind of going through my shit, I did it alone. And the whole time I always wished that I could talk to people who understood what I was going through, or someone who had already been through and who could guide me, and some people who could support me, like, because they're going through the same thing in themselves. So I just didn't feel alone in it. So I wanted to put both of those together by having a group of people who are going through the same things as you and the same waves as you, and then also having me to guide you through the journey and be able to coach you guys through it. So it's all about having that genuine help and support and the comfort from other people who are in the same place as you. So that is the huge announcement. Like I said, enrollment for the Empower Babe group coaching program is now open, and I am so excited to serve you guys in such an amazing way. Enrollment is now open. Sign up, fill out the questionnaire, and I will follow up with you ASAP personally. And like I said, I'm so excited. Like, I can't even tell you guys, I have been tweaking and fine-tuning and holding this in for weeks. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me or send me an email. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon. I am so excited to get in touch with you guys, like I said, and serve you in a much bigger way. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I will be dropping the link and more information ASAP. So I love you guys. Have a good night, and I will see you next week for the next training. And ladies, like I said, if you want to be able to submit any questions or any topics for next week, reach out to me and I will give you the link to the Facebook group so you can join. I love you guys. I'm so excited. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.